Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. As you can see, we have a trade-in event going on, which I will explain to you momentarily. As you can see, stage 1 of the war against the orcs has been accomplished. So we are now into stage 2, where basically, if you chose Ultramarines or Sisters, your best choice to get all the items, if you want them, is to switch here at the midway point. I was on the Sisters, and now I'm an Ultramarine. Others, like Wrongway, he was an Ultramarine, and now he switched to Sisters. So that's what most people are doing. I don't know what happens if you stay with the same one, whatever, because it doesn't really make any sense. But that's, you know, up to your own decision. There's several things I'm going to show you here. There are 3 super savings offers, and I got you pictures of all 3 of them, which you'll see sometime. If you haven't seen them already, you'll see them in the future. The first one is the M4 A1 FL10. It is a Sherman chassis 4-shot autoloader. Tier 6. It's like the Jackal, which is a Tier 7, except the Jackal has 6-shot autoloader and a crew bonus of 20% experience. This one is a Tier 6 4-shot autoloader, no crew bonus. Basically, that's what it is. It's pretty cool. I will be buying this. This is the second super savings offer. This is a T-55A Cold War Eastern Alliance medium tank. So it's one of those things where if you don't have it, it's a great item. If you have, well, not this one, I mean, if you don't have a Cold War medium tank of the same era, it would be a great deal. If you do have one, maybe not so much. It just depends. Like if you had a T-95 E3, that's probably better than this tank, just as one ballpark idea. So I have a couple of those Cold War Era 1 medium tanks, so this one's one I'm probably not going to be buying, just to help you out. This is the final of the 3 super savings offers. This one is a tank destroyer, Chinese, Tier 8, I believe. I have several Tier 8 tank destroyers. I really don't need another one specifically. So it's one of those things that if you don't have a Tier 8 tank destroyer of the same level, would probably be a great item to buy. I have so many and I don't play them very often. I really don't need another one. So again, this is another tank I am really not going to buy. But that's just me. You have to look at your own supply of tanks and see what works best for you. Now I'm in the premium tank tech tree. So I'm going to show you how you can see what is available. Well, you can see what's available just by cruising around. And most of these tanks you'll see, there we go, with the green 2 arrows, means it's a trade-in opportunity. You know, that's a Tier 6 Skoda. Now there's some of these tanks you won't see here because I already have them. So I will not see an icon for trading on a tank that I already own. So you will be able to get stuff. There's the Jackal, which I don't have, but I really want to get the Jackal. So I'm going to have certain things that you don't have, and you're not going to see those here. So don't look at this list as complete by any stretch. You can go look on your own premium tech tree and see it. Now I'm going to show you the way to do it. Now if you take, and I'm on Xbox, I assume PlayStation will work the same way. I take my right thumbstick, I push it into the controller, it brings up the sorting screen. So here, all I want to do is just come down to the green arrows right here, click on this. This will show me every tank that's available for trade-ins, or available for me to acquire through a trade-in. So I'll show you what happens when you find one that you're interested in. Now again, there's going to be a lot available for you that I already have, and so if I have it already, if I own the tank, it's not going to show me the option. So my list is pretty small. This is like what, 20 here, and there's like a couple more. So I have a total of 22. Okay, this is the Tier 10 T95 E6, Tier 9 T55A. The rest of these, yeah, there's another Tier 9, the Object 752, and then the Concept 1B. The rest of these are 8s or less. Most of these are 8s, couple of 6s. You know, there's a T-50-2, a Skoda T40, and then the rest of these are going to be 7s, for example. The Jackal is the most attractive one for myself because I play this style of tank and I'm very good at it. AMX Chaffee, AMX 1357. So these autoloader tanks are terrific. I like the Jackal. I just don't have it. I haven't gotten the right deal for it. I was hoping to get it in cards. It didn't work out. Oh, well, hey, sometimes you get luckier than others. And if you've watched my videos, you know I've gotten pretty lucky. So I can't complain. The Vengeance is a really good tank if you don't have a crew trainer tank. And the Vengeance has got a 50% crew training bonus. Another one that has that's available on this list is the Holland Hund, otherwise known as the Hellhound. These are good tanks for, you know, heavy tank players, but realistically, I would only get it if I had something that was really good. And I'll explain it to you. The Tier 9. If I had a Tier 9 to trade in, the Cobra Tier 9 that we got from Halloween is not available to trade in. Otherwise, I'd trade in for it and I would get this Vengeance. But the problem is, the price you see here is the full price for these tanks. And on the other side, you can trade in a tank. Now I'm going to show you, for example, what happens with the Jackal. This is the one that's the most interesting to me. I have several other tanks with crew bonuses that are awesome, like the Eradicator, the Holland Hund, the AMX Chaffee, T-34-88. Those all have crew bonuses, and they're fantastic. Those are tanks that I have. This Vengeance is nice, and I like it. It looks awesome, but I don't need this. But I would get it if it was, you know, if I had a Tier 9 I could trade in, you know, and a Tier 9 trade-in price would be $87.50, so I could get it for less than 1,000 gold, and that'd be a good deal, no question. And I'll tell you why I would do 9s later. But I'm going to show you this Jackal. All right. So I'm going to hit the Y button, or on PlayStation, it would be triangle. It's going to show me the Jackal. This is what the Jackal is like. It's a Sherman body with an autoloader turret, 6 shots. It's fantastic. Now, if I want to trade for this tank, I hit the A button. It says purchase this straight up for gold. I don't want to do that. Anybody can do that anytime. I want to make a good deal or catch a break on sale or catch it in a card. It's no longer in a, well, it's actually in a red card right now. Good luck with that, buddy. My friend Brownie got one. It was awesome. So trade-in price. Let's see the trade-in. All right. So here, what it will show me is my tanks that I have that are on the trade-in list. Now, I'm going to cruise through these because it's going to show me, for example, let's just say, hey, look, I have the Audace Frenchy tank destroyer. I would still pay 1,500 gold to get this, and that's just insane. But that's just, that's just me. I'm not going to give away anything good that I like. The only thing I have that I don't want is something I got in a bundle. It's okay, but I don't want to give away anything that's great that I enjoy. Don't ever trade just to trade. You're losing money on the trade. Now, if you got a tank from a card or a bundle or some kind of opportunity, an operation actually, that you don't like, trading, that's a good thing. But generally speaking, you're losing money on your trades. So I'm trying to find the one tank that I have that I got from, there it is, from a bundle, and that's the Chrysler K. Yeah, we'll put it dead center. Chrysler K does nothing for me. It's a big, heavy tank with a rear turret, American. I have the Icebreaker, which is way cooler looking than the Chrysler K. Now, the Chrysler K regular price is $9,200. You'll get half value, which is $4,600. So $4,600 plus the $2,300 gold they're charging me is the $6,900 gold that the Jackal costs. So this is a fair deal. Not great, not terrible. It's just fair. Kind of middle of the road. I don't need the Jackal that bad. So I'm really not interested in trading this tank for the Jackal. I mean, I might have to do it as I think about it because the opportunities will be less. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Just showing you how this works. And if you said, okay, good deal, bam, we do this, pay $2,300, I'd pay $2,300 and I'd get rid of my Chrysler K. I'll show it to you here momentarily. Like right now. Okay, this is the tank I was mentioning, the Chrysler K. Rear turret mounted tank, tier 8, heavy butt kicker. Okay, to me, this is hideous. I don't care for this at all. It's all right. It's not terrible or anything like that. I just don't like the way it looks. This is an ugly tank to me. Now I'm going to show you why I may actually get rid of it because I have something that I think is much better. This is a custom version of the VK75. This is the Icebreaker. Now this Icebreaker is the same style of heavy tank, but it just looks awesome. So I'm not a heavy tank guy in general, but when you give me a tank that looks this awesome, I will play it because it looks awesome and it's a good tank. It's not my favorite style. So this is one of those things where on your trade-ins, you don't want to just use a trade-in just to do it because you can or whatever. I could get rid of my Chrysler K, which I don't like, because I have something that I like much better that's just like it, which is the Icebreaker. Now, if the Chrysler K is slightly better, I don't care. It's hideous. I don't really care. And that's the difference. Be positive, man. Have fun. So, I don't know. I might trade in. I mean, it's 50-50. I don't like the Chrysler K. The other interesting part is, to me, I'm a gold farmer. So I always have to look into the possibility of how does this affect me card-wise? Do I have chances to get the Chrysler K out of cards? The answer is yes. Primarily, as Fish himself pointed this out, the best way to look at it is, what are the odds of you getting the tank that you're looking at in this trade, not this one specifically, but the other one, the Chrysler K, or the Jackal, or anything else you're going to get? Does it show up in blue cards? The Jackal has showed up in blue cards. It was there. I took multiple shots and missed. Whatever. Doesn't matter. So it's okay. I did well. I'm not complaining at all. But I would have liked to have had a Jackal. It's all right. I'm not worried about it. It'll show up again. It's not a big deal. But I don't want to give away something that's great unless there's a reason for it. Okay, so I'm going back to the Chrysler K. This might be a great tank. It's not great to me. That's all that matters. I'm not saying this isn't great. I don't like it. I think it's hideous. So I'd get rid of it for that reason. If you think a tank is great, don't let someone tell you that it's not. If you enjoy it, that's what I'm most concerned with. There are some other tanks that are not the greatest tanks. Myself and Wrong Way, we like the M3 Lee. We're in the minority. A lot of people hate it. That's okay. It doesn't matter. So the thing is, with this deal here, I might be able to get the Chrysler K in a card. I know that it has showed up before, but it's not a high probability. And again, that's not really a high probability for the Jackal either. So I'm not worried about that aspect. I'm just worried about my primary aspect is myself for fun. Would you have fun playing this tank? This tank, no. The Jackal, yes. So that's a point in the favor of the Jackal trade. So it's one of those things that you have to look at it for your own personal perspective. It might not be, this might be a terrible deal for you, but it doesn't matter. I'm using this as a template to explain this trade-ins. Trade-ins are generally bad because you're throwing away gold value in tanks. You're going to get half value. This is a 9,200 gold tank that they're going to give me 4,600 for, but you see, I only paid 4,600 for it in a bundle deal when I got the Defender. So I got it for dirt cheap already. I'm getting all my money back out of this tank. I didn't pay 9,200 and then sell it for 46 because that would be stupid. Okay, I paid 4,600 as part of a bundle deal. Okay, so I'm getting all my money back. I can get the Jackal, and I'm not. It's not costing me extra. It's just a 2,300 difference. So that's the thing. So be careful with the trades. Don't be crazy. Now, the other thing I want to tell you about the trades is this. Tier 9 and 10. I wouldn't try to get those Tier 9s and 10s. That's just me because I don't really want those. Now, it's different. Well, yes, Duke, but you have Tier 10s. I do, okay? But Tier 10s don't make the player. I'd much rather have a player on my team that has fun, knows how to have fun, gives his best effort. That's more interesting to me than someone who's trying to be a superstar. Oh, I've got 8 Tier 10s. You need to have me on your team. If that's why I need to have you on my team, I don't need you on my team. Okay? Tier 10 is fine. It's okay. They're wasteful under normal circumstances. Now, you pick up a Tier 10 in the season, like we did with the Centauro, jackpot. That's no problem. Pick up a Tier 10 like the Object 780 in the season, jackpot. If you got the Tier 10 Centurion AVRE from the Valiant season, Ultimate Season Pass, jackpot. Those are great. If you earned your Tier 10, that's fine. That's, you know, through the regular tier tech tree, fine. But if you have to go and spend tons of money to get Tier 10s, you're probably not making a good choice in general. Okay? So when the trade-ins, there's a 10, a couple of 9s. I don't want any of those tanks. In fact, I traded away all my premium Tier 9s except one, the Cobra, which they won't take. Let me show you that one while we're talking about this. This is the Tier 9 British Cobra 4-shot autoloader medium. It does nothing for me, really. So I would get rid of this in a heartbeat if it was available to trade in for something else. The Vengeance, oh yeah, I would take that, no question. There's probably other tanks that'd be just as good, but the Vengeance is cool. It looks great. This tank does nothing for me. It's the only Tier 9 premium that I have because I can't trade it in. This tank will never make you silver. It will never make you gold because it's not available in cards. And the only way a tank makes you gold is if you get the tank in a card and you already own it. That means it's a gold refund, like the Audace that I got for 10,700 gold in a refund. So I'd get rid of this. In fact, when I mentioned this analysis to Fish, the man who created the phrase "never trade in a premium tank or sell your premium tanks," he was like, "You are right." So he got rid of some of his to pick up tanks that he wanted and didn't have that were like Tier 8s. That, again, he would play those tanks. They could make silver. Tier 8s make silver. Tier 9s and 10s have 0 silver bonus. You cannot make silver bonus off of them. Now, some of them will make money here and there, but very few. So I dumped my 9s. This is the only Tier 9 premium I have, and I'm waiting to dump this in another trade-in event. Okay, so that's it. I would not give away any of my good tanks that I enjoy playing. Or even if I don't enjoy it and it shows up in cards, let me go and show you some random ones. Okay, here's a tank that I don't play very often, but I like it. This is the T-28 Honor. And it's a Soviet tank. Very good. Fun to play a little bit. I mean, I don't play it very much. I have other tanks I enjoy more, but I like this tank. Now, and they'd only give me 720 trade for this. I would never trade this in. So even if I'm not playing this tank, it's great to have because does this show up in cards? Yes. What's the trade in? What's the value in gold if you get it? 1440. It's not a big money maker, but well, actually, I'll show you another one that you've already seen. This is one you saw in my videos. This is a Su-76I, and this is a special Russian winter camo that looks awesome. I got this in a card. What's this tank worth? This tank is worth 1,000 gold in a refund. I would never trade this in. They'd only give me 500 for it if I traded it in. So it doesn't matter. I would never trade this in. Terrific tank. Fun to play. That's a key. But it's a card refund tank. I already got a grand for it like last week. Maybe it was 10 days ago, something like that. So this tank will make you gold. You can play it. It'll make you silver. This is what I mean by will it make you gold and will it make you silver? This is a yes and yes. Never get rid of it. That's because I like this tank. I don't play it a lot, but I like it. It's a good tank. So this is the thing. Don't get rid of stuff just to get rid of it. It's not a goof around proposition. The trade-in has value. If you can get rid of garbage that you don't play, don't want, don't care about having, well, take advantage of it. Like me in that Chrysler K. That fits that scenario. But don't say, wow, you know, I got a tank that I could trade in and I'll get something else. You know, what if you don't like that tank? I'm just being, you know, contrarian just for the fun of it. You got to think it through because once you do the deal, you're stuck with it. So don't just make a deal to make a deal. A lot of people do that. Make a deal because it does something positive for you. Okay, now I'm going to show you another one. This one is kind of risky, so I want to let you know that this is, the one I'm going to show you is very wild. Okay, this is the current operation for the next 2 weeks. Now, one of the things you can do, Fish himself did this during the Dream Machines operation, so I'm going to mention this to you here. Jackpot Ninja mentioned this in one of my other videos comments. This is the Patriot. This is an expensive 12,000 gold tank. You may earn this for free, and it's super easy. All you got to do is finish top 7, like a long haul. If you finish MVP, you get 3 points. If you finish 2nd, 3rd, or 4th, you get 2 points. If you finish 5th, 6th, or 7th, you get 1 point. Like a long haul. Long haul, you get 1 point for 7, the top 7, 1st through 7. It doesn't matter what order. You don't get a bonus. Also, when you're doing your matches of the Earn Your Flag for the Patriot, the thing that you'll get is a bonus if you're playing an American tank and earn a point or more. So you'll get a bonus for using an American tank. I was using, for example, Sexton Artillery US, finished MVP, got 3 points for that, got a bonus point because it's an American tank. Just that simple. Now, you have to earn 250 points for this tank. That we did the calculations. If you are a better than average player, a long haul veteran, essentially what you're going to do is you'll finish this operation either slightly before you finish your 2nd long haul, or even or just after you collect your 2nd long haul card. It'll be very close. Now, if you're an average player or someone who doesn't play as much, it could take you 2 weeks worth of long haul missions and you'll get it without even having to worry about it. You don't have to do anything funny. All you have to do is play matches 3s or above. Like I said, now this tank is a 12,200 gold value tank. I don't have it myself, so I'm looking to earn this. Fish had this tank, and he saw that this tank was also available if you want to trade for it. So Fish or to trade it in. And so Fish said, hey, there was a tank that he saw that he didn't have that he wanted. So he took this tank, traded it in, since it's 12,200, 12,400, he got 6,200 trade for it. Picked up another tank that was the Japanese STA. No, not that one. It was a different one. I forgot what the name of it was. It doesn't matter. He paid a little over 1,000 gold to trade this tank in for the tank that he got, and he also had to pay $1,000 for the trade because he's going to finish this operation and replace his Patriot with a new Patriot. Now, that should work fine. He's done it before. It's worked fine. But it might be a little risky. So, I'm just saying, if you own this tank and want to take the gamble that it worked in the past and should work again, trade it in, get a tank that you want. That's not too crazy expensive, hopefully. But it's up to you. And then re-earn this in 1 week or 2 weeks, depending on how long it takes you. You can certainly do that. I don't have to gamble that way because I don't own this tank. I'm just going to flat out earn it. Now, I could earn it and then trade it in, but that's not happening. Okay? And that's another thing. Because I'm going to pick up this Patriot for absolutely dirt, I might just trade in my Chrysler K and get that Jackal, because I'm going to get this one too, and I'm going to call that a win. So that's the reality. I don't like that Chrysler K. The Patriot is awesome, so that's cool for me. So this is just to help you out, possibly. Now I'm going to run through the store real quickly and show you. This is Cold War tanks. There's a Super Savings T55. This is the Ignis. I already bought the one time per account 8,000 gold Ignis. If you want to buy it again for a friend, it's going to cost you 11,400 to send as a gift if that's what you want to do. Okay, just giving you a heads up on that. So this is just the regular stuff. World War II tanks. This is still the Golden Week bargain. Still have the Golden Week Banana Buster offer. I own this tank, so I can't do it. I can't even buy this. I don't even think I can buy this as a gift. Nope. I can't even gift. I could not gift a Banana Buster. Ridiculous. So same thing with this Resolutions Defender. I have this tank. It's fantastic. The armor on this is awesome. So, terrific tank if you're going to play it. I mean, I have it, you know, just because it looks cool. Resolution Skoda Teeth Breaker. This Orc Teeth Breaker is awesome. This one, I don't think I can gift this. Nope, this is a one-time per account. So, please note that this bundle can only be claimed one time per account. I'm probably going to buy this because I had my refund for the Audace. There's a Super Savings WZ120. Okay. Super Savings for the M4A1 FL10. I'm going to get this butt kicker. Okay. But I'll do that later. Frenchie. For $2,050. That's a good deal. Etc. Etc. This is all the basic stuff that was before, but I'm here to show you auxiliary. These are the commanders. We'll bypass this and other Warhammer stuff. Now, things of interest. Here's the dealio. Oh, they have that back. The cool ×4 commander. I need that. I'm almost out. I'm down to like 1. But the main thing is, now this is really good, and I need to buy a bunch of these. And this is the killer. This is what separates the men from the boys. I don't buy these. I only buy these at 50% off or more. These are, I think, are 50% off. Yes. Actually, yeah, it's minus 50%. So these are half price, the ×4. Those are great. Those are great deals. I don't touch these lower ones. Here, this is the same thing. This is ×5 vehicle experience booster. They're very good. But man, I don't want to buy 100 for 10 grand. It's 100 a piece, man. That's expensive. But if you do, that's the way to buy them. All right? Don't. You're really not getting a good deal if you buy them in a smaller amount. Now, I pick up ×5, like 5 a month for free from AAA Player Rewards. Here we have the ×8 commanders, and then these are awesome. Again, 25% off, no. 30% off, no. 50% off is the tempting one, but it's $12,000. That's $50 worth of gold buying ×8 commander boosters. This is a head scratcher. It's a real toughie. I don't have any ×8. But man, you're going to blow in the 100 games. I really, in good conscience, don't want to do that. I mean, I'd be wasting that entire refund that I got and more to buy these. They're great, but they're not that great. Silver boosters, also good. Again, the 100 pack for $93.50. It's 100 of them, and that's 93.5 gold each. Again, very expensive. So it's one of those things. Realistically, the way to go, as much as I love these ×8s, the ×4 is plenty good. And they're substantially cheaper. They're like $42.50. They're reasonable. So whenever you're playing a crew trainer like a 38H, okay, or Holland Hund, those are both 50%. The Vengeance, 50% commander bonus. I have the Eradicator, 75% commander bonus. I can just run an Eradicator match, you know, until I score, because I'm going to get the most possible. It's the Eradicator is the best tank I have to put with the, well, that's actually not true. It's close. It's one of the best ones to put with a commander bonus. Realistically, the 38H is the best. It has the highest winning percentage, and therefore you're going to waste the least amount. So it's these boosters that are amazing, but man, they're super expensive. I don't buy them unless they're 50% off. I don't pay anything else because it's just no good. Pick them up in operation, or as a prize for a reward for operation, like we got some of those in this Warhammer stuff. But I just wanted to show those to you so you could think about it. I really don't recommend buying those. And I use Commander boosters. Those ×8s are great to have. I mean, I've used those. My record in my 38H with a ×8 Commander booster, 57,000 experience in one game. But if you use it and you lose, you got to get a substantially lower number. And if it hurts, you're like, dude, I spent 100 gold for that. What kind of a fool am I? There you go. So think about it yourself. Whatever floats your boat. In the store, basically, that's the only thing of value here that's different. Everything else is the same. So in closing, I'm going to leave this Orc Teethbreaker Tier 9 light tank. This is another one I'm considering getting because it's the only Tier 9 light tank. And the armor on this is really good. I'm normally not into those Tier 9s, but I'm an expert light tank player, and man, this thing is good. I've seen it in action. It's good. Fish himself is interested in this tank, so I'm like, yeah, 50-50. I'm thinking about it. I got plenty of time. There's no rush. Don't ever rush yourself into buying an expensive gold tank. And this one's like 80-something, 8,600, I believe. So it's just fine. I got the refund tank card that lets me do this with no trouble, so I'm not really worried about that. I mean, I could hang on to it and then get the blue Nemesis Tier 10 sniper tank if I wanted to. You know, I don't want to do that. But I'm just saying it's a possibility. So, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Please leave a like for me. If you'd like to help out and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. That'll help me the most. And it's absolutely free. So hopefully this video helped you understand some of these things, especially the Patriot earning operation and the trade-ins. If you have any questions, write me a question here. I always answer the questions, so I'm not like some of these other guys who just like blow people off. Whatever. I help people, and that's why I get dudes that leave good comments and answer questions that other people pose, because you can never have too many good guys giving you advice who have experience. The people you see here have been really good, and they tell you stuff that I would tell you. Sometimes they get to it before I do. That's fantastic. It couldn't be any better. So I hope you enjoyed it. I got more videos to work on. I'll see you guys later.